What's up, kids? D-Tidwell here, Enduro MTB training. It's the movement of the week. And it's a sad movement of the week because this last weekend was the first big mountain enduro in Santa Fe. And I, your humble coach, had to quit after stage 2 because of lightheadedness upon exertion, general overall fatigue, chills, and the like. It was a very sad day. So I was sent to the ER and they did blood work and urine and all that kind of good stuff. They ruled out a heart condition, which was good because I am 47, so I guess I fall under that window of cardiac opportunities. But it wasn't. Instead, and more embarrassingly, it was dehydration. Yeah, dehydration. So, the best and the best get dehydrated. And I'm doing this video so you don't experience what I did on race day. Because it was not a good experience. As many of you know, and many of you don't know, we were at about, after transition into stage 2, we were already at 5,000 feet of climbing and about 5 hours in to the race already after 2 stages. A lot of that was hike-a-bike like this. It was pretty crazy actually. And into stage 2, I just knew something was wrong because I couldn't snap out of it. So going back, you always have to review. How did this happen? Well, I'm not sure. Other than the fact that the race venue with Big Mountain Enduro also coincided with the Beer and Bike Festival in Santa Fe, which was an all-day thing on Friday and Saturday. The race was on Sunday. So being a sponsor, I set up we got up early on Friday, 5 a.m. we left, we got to Santa Fe at 11:30. Set up at the venue there, went 30 minutes up the road to Glorieta to practice 3 and 4, came back down, spent until about 9 o'clock there. Next morning, kind of did the same thing, family ride, and then spent the day hanging out at the venue until probably 7:30. Then we had to move all our stuff out of there up to race camp, the base camp area there, take all the stuff out, set it up, and then go home. So I got home at 9:30. All day long on Saturday, I felt thirsty, and I just felt like I couldn't get enough water in, being in and out of the sun and that kind of thing. So I think that contributed to it, along with the fatigue. And then the week prior, last weekend, I was also in Florida at sea level, and then traveling home late. So, we have to look at these things that kind of ebb and flow in our life. What was the emotions like that week for me? They were a little different. Stress was a little different last week than normal. My sleep was off because I was on East Coast time and blah, 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 right? So, but you have to add these things up as it relates to what led to the incident. You always have to back up and try to find out what had led to your incidents, no matter what they are. So anyway, I don't want to have you do what I did. So here's a list. We got 10 possible causes and then a couple solutions too, to dehydration. I think a lot of people don't drink enough. Actually, when they're racing enduros, I don't know how people just carry 1 water bottle and that's it. But, I don't know. They're not 47 like me either, and typically it's the young guys doing it. But let's go through this list. One reason that we get dehydrated is most of us don't get half our body weight in ounces each day, which is what we need. We need it for all of our body's mechanisms to work, particularly our fascia. And Dr. Guy Voyer says that it takes 45 days to rehydrate your fascia alone. Fascia is the white stuff that you see on a breast of chicken. It's the connective tissue of our body that keeps us together. If we didn't have fascia in our body, we'd be like a big old thing of silly putty. Fascia is very important, and it's very important that it's hydrated. Like with our muscle tissue, we want our fascia to be like filet mignon, not like beef jerky, okay? I think most of society is beef jerky. And for us older guys, if we can just be flank steak, we're good. Second one is excessive caffeine. I got asked that question. I did not have excessive caffeine this weekend. But excessive caffeine along with alcohol, very dehydrating to the body, very stressful to the filter mechanisms of our body, the liver, kidneys, etc. Poor nutrition, not getting enough vegetables and fruit, which have obviously a lot of water within them because they are created and made with water. So not getting enough veggies and fruit also can be a cause. Make sure that's organic. Excessive sun exposure, sun can turn a grape into a raisin real quick like, and I know some of us feel that way sometimes when we're outside a lot and we don't drink enough, and then all of a sudden our lips are getting cracked and we don't feel that good because we get heat stroke, also a cause of dehydration. Not enough sleep or poor sleep, or the pattern of your sleep is disrupted, that matters. Traveling, of course, kind of coincides with sleep as it relates to going across the pond, back across the pond, going through time zones, that kind of thing. And these things, number 8, we go, hey, do you have a hydration drink or a drink that you drink while riding or racing? I use the Enduro Bites Beta Red. I think it's awesome. We can use pinches of sea salt for every 30 ounces or 24 ounces. Take a big heaping pinch full of sea salt and drop it in your water daily. Do the same thing in your Camelbacks and water bottles. That helps. Hydration products like Osmo work well. Whatever your choice is and whatever works well for your body and your stomach, I recommend using them. Another tactic is you can go into race week, which I don't think I did as well as I should have. Hydrating, resting, and sleeping, making sure that you are optimally prepared so that things like this don't happen. And then the last one, make sure you are eating food while riding and racing. I try to get every 35 to 40 minutes, I try to get something, and I alternate between Enduro Bites bars, for example. I'll do the waffles, those are delicious. I'll do a gel, and typically like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'll kind of alternate those throughout the day. Just every 35, 40 minutes, getting something in my system to keep my energy levels up. I thought I did good enough on that. I'm not sure I did because it's hard to tell how much energy you're putting out when you're hike-a-biking for an hour straight up. But obviously for me it wasn't enough. So I'm here to say, don't get to where I got as it relates to hydration and fatigue. It really sucks that it happened during a race as well, but kudos to my competitors. Those guys are fast, and it's fun to race with those guys, and I look forward to the next 4 races, as this one is a throwout race. Thank you, Big Mountain Enduro, for throwout races, because mine's gone. So much for strategy. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys, and like usual, any questions, info@enduromtbtraining.com. Check out any of our products on our website at www.enduromtbtraining.com, and Facebook and Instagram, same thing, at enduromtbtraining. All right, you guys take care. We'll see you next week, or next week for Move of the Week. Bye-bye.